Hey, what's going on everyone, it's AC Gaming with another video from Clancy's The Division. Today I wanted to bring 3 mistakes made when playing Resistance, and they can be the difference between opening caches and staying longer in the game mode. And if you can, try not to make these mistakes you have at a better chance of items and breaking your current level that you've achieved already. So one of the first of the 3 mistakes that we commonly see in playing Resistance is that people will always rush in to scan the critical objective too early. Now the critical objective is the data breach that you see in waves, and it gives you a timer on how quickly you've got to stop that data breach. Now with that timer, it doesn't mean that you actually have to stop it straight away, and my advice is always just get there with around about 10 to 5 seconds remaining. And as long as you don't leave the area until the scan has finished, then it'll be fine even if the time runs out. This is just a common mistake, is that people just may not know how it works. Like I said, just get there with 10 to 5 seconds remaining and stay there until it's completed. While the timer is counting down, kill as many NPCs as possible for the SHD tech and trying to maximise the amount that you can get. Always advice is just try and stay in the area of it, which will help you get there quickly, just in case you haven't got that time, but don't actually start the breach countdown until you've got 10 to 5 seconds remaining. The second mistake that you seem to see quite a lot when doing Resistance is the killing of the bosses too early. Now I know this can be quite frustrating for a lot of players. You do have a time limit to kill the bosses, but just try and work on the NPCs as quickly as you can, as they will keep respawning as long as the boss is open. Now on some waves you might get 3 bosses, so just leave 1 remaining and take out 2, or even if it's just the 1, leave the boss until you're comfortable with your level and kill as many NPCs as you can and work on the boss. Like I said, keeping a boss alive is the difference between losing or gathering hundreds of SHD tech, so try and keep them alive as long as possible, because you do have a fairly decent time before those bosses have to be killed. Spreading too thin is another error that I see happen a lot, especially when matchmaking, which can be a lot difficult. The spawns will be all over the place if you have everyone spread out across the map, which can make it a lot longer to kill them. My advice is when this happens is always find a good choke point to funnel the NPCs down. That way then they'll come to you and they're a lot faster and quicker to kill. That way as well you can be more efficient in getting through it faster and picking up that SHD tech. Stay together, stay tight, and like I said, find that good choke point where you can funnel the NPCs down. These are just my 3 things to watch out for and to improve your chances in Resistance. Now everyone does have their own methods and their own tips, but just from my experience and from videos I've seen, I think these can be the 3 tips to help you get as far as you can in Resistance, maximise your chances of getting as far as you can, and trying to get those Resistance catches. Like I've said, don't scan the objective too early, let that timer run down to 10 to 5 seconds, killing as many NPCs as you can. Don't spread out too thin, because like I've said, that can make it more difficult with the NPCs scattered around. Try and find that choke point to funnel the NPCs down. And again, just don't kill those bosses too early. You have a lot of time to kill those bosses, and the NPCs will keep spawning as long as those bosses are alive, which then gives you a better chance of getting as much SHD tech as you can. And like I said, that can be the difference between gaining hundreds or losing hundreds. Now I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave your comments on your tips below. I do read all these comments, and I'm sure the community will love everyone else's tips that you can give in your playstyle or your recommendations in Resistance. Well, thanks for watching, agents. Have a good day.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.